I have found my end game scoring build. This guy's going to be able to dunk at a high level, shoot at a high level, dribble at a high level, and even play defense at a respectable level. What is going on, guys? It's me, CNP, and I'm back with a rare second channel upload. I know. Now, listen, I really want to get something going on this channel. I know we're already in season 5 of 2K, but I am extremely passionate about my player build tutorials. I don't know what it is. I've always been passionate about it. Had some great builds over the years, and I really think I have something to contribute to this community. So we're going to give it a go. If you guys can get this video to 50 likes, I would really appreciate it. If you're new, drop a sub, but I don't want to waste y'all's time any longer. Let's go ahead and get into it. We have Mr. Like and Subscribe here. For the position, it's personal preference. Listen, if you have a center big man build that you usually are used to playing with in the rec, he's the traditional, maybe 99 rebounding, 99 block, 99 interior defense, and play that paint, then go with a power forward. But if you're by yourself, if you usually play rec by yourself, maybe go with a small forward, because unless you are a 99 on this build, you're probably going to get bodied down low early on, and it's not going to be a fun time. This build at the small forward, at the power forward, doesn't really matter. Can play the power forward, can play the small forward, but it's just personal preference. I went with a power forward, but I do play by myself sometimes, and it's been problematic whenever I get put at the 5. You will get put at the 5 sometimes, and it's just not fun. It's just not fun. So I will go with small forward. Handedness does not matter. Jersey number, whatever number you want. I'm gonna go with number 1 because he's number 1. All right. Moving on, height, personal preference, or for me over the years, I've always gone with 6'10". I think 6'10" is a great height for most bigs. Maybe not for a true center build, but for a power forward, 6'10" more times than not over the years has been a great height. Weight, we're gonna go with 232, and wingspan, we're gonna go with 7'5". If you take a look at the potential attributes, you can see why we're going with these things. Most important things I'm looking at are 3-point ratings, dunk ratings, and strength ratings. We're going to have the ability to get a 95 driving dunk, which is gold posterizer, an 85 3-point shot, which is silver limitless, as well as gives you the ability to get a really good jump shot, which I will show you at the end of the video, and an 89 strength, which is the lowest you can go while still having gold bully. So you have that badge available to you if you like it. I haven't used it yet, but from what I can tell, physicals are really important this year, more oftentimes than not. By the way, I max my physicals on most builds, so this is just kind of something that I do every time. Body shape, again, personal preference. I'll go with build just to give the illusion. I mean, we do have an 89 strength. We're kind of strong on this build, I'm not gonna lie. All right, guys, moving on to the attribute upgrades of this build. Now, I want you to pay attention closely to what I do with each level of this build, each stat, each category. I do it for a good reason. It's usually to get an extra tier or an extra badge point, some rhyme or reason to every attribute that I put on this build, so pay attention closely. For the close shot, we are going to take it up to a 75, which is a great close shot. Gives you silver fast twitch, silver fearless finisher. But if you get it at a 76, you get an extra badge point. Look at that. We got 4 badge points already. Moving on to driving layup, same thing here. 80 driving layup is great. It's going to give you Hall of Fame, Giant Slayer, and Hall of Fame Pro Touch. Take it up to an 82, though. You get that extra badge point. Driving dunk is where we are going to have our main focus for finishing. We are going to take it all the way up to a 93. This is going to give you the elite contact dunks as well as gold posterizer. This is the first build that I've actually gone this high on my driving dunk. And let me tell you, I am postering so many people in the rec. It's insane. I don't even have posterizer equipped yet. I don't even have all my badges on this build yet. And I'm already getting crazy posters. 17 finishing badges is not enough, though. We are going to take our standing dunk up to an 80. Watch, 79 to an 80. Boom, we get an extra badge point. Not only that, 80 is a really important rating for standing dunk because it gets you silver rise up as well as gives you the animations for pro big man standing contact dunks. I think I said that right. I may have said that right. Pro big man standing dunks. Contact dunks. Yes, contact dunks. Which is important for any big. Post control is going to be, I believe, a 29. It's whatever it is after I max out my strength. 29. Yep. 29 post control, which is mandatory given the amount of strength that we have. Moving on to shooting, 3-point shot is going to be an 85. This is silver limitless. 85 is a really good threshold for 3-point shooters. If you don't go 85, then you go 83. It's going to give you a really good jump shot, which I will show you at the end of the video. I have a jump shot that has all A ratings in all categories. There's not any weakness on the jump shot. It's a great jump shot. I would highly recommend using it if you are a big man with an 85 3-ball or better. Moving on, the mid-range, we're going to take up to a 76. This is going to give us our 20th shooting badge as well. So we now have 20 finishing and 20 shooting for the free throw. Anything over a 70 is pretty much overkill. You can green pretty frequently with a 70 free throw. I'm going to go with a 71 just because I had an extra attribute at the end of the build that I just wanted to throw into free throw. So we are going to go with a 71 free throw. Moving on to playmaking, we are going to have a 80 ball control at the power forward position or small forward position, whatever you decide to make. 80 ball control is very good. You can do pretty much any of the basic and a lot of the professional moves as well. Gives you LeBron's signatures for, I believe, his step back, which is really important for, just breaking down the defender. Speed with ball, we are going to max, and then pass accuracy, we are going to take up to a 75. This is a really important threshold. Again, this gives you LeBron James passing signatures, which is the best value pass signatures you can get in the game. It gives you 16 potential playmaking badges. I wish we could go to a 76 to get that extra playmaking badge. There might be somewhere that you can do that at the end of the video. We will take a look. Interior defense, we're going to take interior defense up to a 74. Look at that. Difference between 73 and 74 is an extra defensive badge. So I highly recommend going with a 74. Perimeter defense, 80. Steal, 80. These are just good, well-rounded numbers. Perimeter defense, you could technically take down to a 79. Steal, you could technically take down to a 78 without losing anything. But I like the round numbers of 80. Maybe we can put that into pass accuracy. We will see. Block, we are going to take up to a 71. We are going to get bronze anchor, which I wish could be higher, but at least we have some level of anchor, as well as an extra potential defensive badge for just going from a 70 to 71. And then defensive rebounding, we are going to take up to an 80, which is going to give us yet another defensive badge. I always want to say finishing whenever I'm talking about defensive. I don't know. We're going to max out the speed. We're going to max out the acceleration. We're going to take vertical up to an 82, which is the lowest you can go, while being able to equip those elite contact dunks. And then stamina, we are going to take up to a 92. And wow, look at that. We can get that extra playmaking badge. Fantastic. I think I actually messed my build up. I think I maybe didn't discover that as early as I should have. You can take your free throw down to a 69, or you can just throw it on to free throw. If you want to throw it on to stamina, you can go down here and have a 93 stamina. I want to have at least a 70 free throw, so I will go with a 73 free throw. Boom. For the takeovers, I went with double finishing. I think double finishing is super broken. Finishing gives you boost to all your physicals as well, or at least most of your physicals. Don't know if it gives you a boost to strength, but having double finishing takeover is going to give you plus 16. I believe the ratings are plus 8. They get boosted by 8 if you get a single takeover. If you double up, it's going to give you twice the impact of the selected ability when secondary takeover is activated, meaning you're going to get plus 16 to your speed. That is outrageous. You're going to have a 90 something, I believe like almost a 99 speed when you have double takeover on a 6'10" build. Is actually insane. But if you want to go with sharp, if you want to go with shot creating, if you even want to go with lock, you can go with a lock takeover here. I would recommend going with the double slashing, and we will have a really basic name, honestly, a really basic name. Shades of Xavier McDaniel, Michael Porter Jr., Scotty Barnes. We have the inside out score. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the animations that I have. I'm going to show you my jump shot. I'm going to show you what I went ahead and maxed out at the very beginning. I don't have this build at a 99 yet, but I promise you I will have it at a 99 soon. this build is going to be so much fun to use. So I will show you my animations now. All right, so here we are on our inside out score. And before I show you the attributes that I went with off the bat, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you made it this far into the video, then drop a like, drop a sub. But at a 90 overall, that is high enough to get a max playmaking, max 3-ball, max driving dunk, and for the most part, I believe I had max physicals as well. This defense is the result of being a 92 overall. Instead of a 90 overall, I had to get 2 upgrades to put into defense because I was an absolute pushover on defense. But we are getting there. We're getting there. We're going to get to a 99 eventually. Once we get to a 99, this build is going to be an absolute monster. Obviously, standing dunk being a 53 is no bueno. We would definitely want that 80 standing dunk as soon as possible, as well as our close shot. But for the most part, the attributes that matter, the ratings that matter, we went ahead and maxed out. Badges, I have 24 finishing and 21 shooting. I get +5 to all of my builds now. I've only gotten level 40 on one season. Again, most of the time it's from lack of playing. Actually, every time it's been from lack of playing. Level 40 is not really that hard to get. I just play too many games that I just don't get level 40 every season. So I have +5. I went 4 in finishing, 1 in shooting. 20 shooting is a ton of shooting badges. In my opinion, finishing is the best category to put your badges in, just because there's so many good finishing badges. Whereas shooting badges, there's not really, you can have Green Machine and Limitless and be fine, and Agent 3s and be completely fine. Finishing badges, you want to have Limitless Takeoff, you want to have Aerial Wizard, you want to have Slithery, you want to have Acrobat, you want to have Fast Twitch, you want to have Posterizer, you want to have Rise Up. Like, there's so many badges that you want to have in finishing. I went ahead and put most of my badges into finishing. And again, for the takeover, double slashing. But what you guys are actually here for are the animations. Jump shot, Bosch, Giannis, Duncan. That is my super go-to jump shot for bigs that are 6'10" or taller and have an 85 3-ball. You're gonna have Chris Bosch base, Giannis Antetokounmpo release 1, and Tim Duncan release 2. And I will show you the blending and speed here. Giannis 30%, Tim Duncan 70%. This thing is butter. You pretty much just release when it gets to your head. It's a great jump shot. Green window is very nice. If you're open, you're gonna hit it. And that is pretty much it. I can show you guys the dunk style. I named it Endgame because this is my probably in-game build. This build can do literally everything. You can get elite contacts off 2, elite contacts off 1. Pro standing bigs I don't quite have yet. Can't get the elite standing bigs. You need 90 standing dunk for that, and that was just going to be way too much. You can get Giannis's dunk package. You can get LeBron's dunk package. You can get Blake Griffin's dunk package. You can get Zion's dunk package, which I would not recommend because he does that is a very blockable dunk. That is a very terrible dunk package for 2K, but anything that you want, you can go ahead and put on. And that's it. That is it. That is the build. Again, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Appreciate you watching this. I will be back with another one to get our like threshold of 50 likes. I will see you in the next one. Peace.